do you do when you take the leap of faith and it doesn't turn out the way you'd hope it would? Do you keep going or do you fold and throw in the towel? Or do you find another dream and dive headfirst into making that happen? My next guest, April Sutton, did just that. But the path to success, as I mentioned, wasn't always easy.
Hi, my name is April Sutton. I started working out, eating right when I was like about 18, 19. I started going to the gym religiously. The hobby became a passion, and then the passion became a job. I was working in a corporate gym. I did great in the company and moved up. I thought I was on top of the world. And then I get an email and it says how I'm going to be laid off in 2 weeks. And I was very blindsided. It was to the point where I wasn't able to pay rent. So I lived in my car for a month. I definitely felt at that moment that I hit rock bottom. It was like one of those things where it's just like, all right, April, what's it gonna be? Do you want to keep going and suffer more, or throw in the towel and start all over? I had to take a step forward to find purpose in my life.
Gives me goosebumps hearing her story. April Sutton joins us now from Atlanta, Georgia. April,
Hey.
oh my goodness, your story, just hearing it. Take me to when you realized that the dream, the first dream, the goal of being a fitness trainer, that it wasn't going to happen. You are in a field where you motivate people. And now you're at
Right.
the motivator is wounded.
I mean, at that point, I had nothing else to do but motivate myself. And it was really, really hard to show others that I was fine at the time. But really, I was suffering and I felt embarrassed and felt like, wow, all my clients and peers look up to me. How are they going to see me now that I've lost it?
Did you ever go to that why me moment, especially when we believe that our steps are guided, that this is what I'm meant to do? You said since age 18, you've done the work, you followed, the rules. This was my calling. And then you learn that it's not. You'd read it wrong or it wasn't meant for you. How did you, or did you go into the why me?
I absolutely did go into the why me.
Mm.
I remember having a phone call with my mom, crying, telling her like, wow, mom, why me? Why is all this happening to me? And you know how it rains, it pours?
Yeah.
That's what exactly happened at that time. And I was starting to resent anything to do with fitness, personal training. I took a few months off of just working out too, as well. So it took a lot for me to kind of like realize that, okay, this is it, but it's only gonna get better from here on out.
I read a quote once. I don't even know if she really said it. It was Jennifer Aniston, and the magazine said said, I throw myself a pity party and then I move on. So you had your pity party moment, which we all deserve, and you have to give yourself grace to recognize that this goal wasn't going to happen. But then how did you motivate yourself to then say, wait a minute, I'm going to get myself back up, and now I'm going to go to school for film?
Yeah, weird, right?
Not weird, incredible.
So I was becoming depressed. Of course, when you lose everything, you start to fall into depression. And I needed an outlet. I needed something that I could do creatively, but at the same time, keep my mental health in check. And it was a huge passion of mine always to be in the film industry, like always. But I had no idea how to get into the film industry except through education at the time. So I went to film school to pursue digital production and filming, and one thing led to another, and it just kind of,
Oh, hold it right there. How did you end up then doing stunt work from there? That is a leap.
Yes, it was a leap that I didn't expect that I would I guess, achieve. So the internship that I did, I stumbled upon a production crew that was producing a little movie called Divergent. And I was like, wow, how can I be involved with Divergent? I wanted to be more so behind the camera, but they were like, oh, we're already staffed, but you should look into the casting call that should be coming up soon. And then I got casted as a full feature extra. But before I was able to do the extra work, they had us do a boot camp, a pre-production boot camp. So basically, a low-key stunt audition.
Wow.
And I was not trying to be a stunt woman. I was like, what in the world is going on? And they had us do gymnastics, tumbling, martial arts, tactical work, parkour, anything stunt, fundamental, you name it. So a few months later, though, a stunt coordinator, JJ Perry, came up to me randomly on set when we were shooting, and he was like, "Hey, April, come here. Um, how would you like to be part of the stunt team?" And I was
Wow.
like, "What?" He's like, "Ever since that boot camp, you left a great impression on us, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing the stunt coming up, but you have to audition on set
Right.
in an hour." And ever since then,
Ever since then, it's been, as they say, a Hollywood ending. You've gone on to work on Empire, Divergent, Chicago Fire. So this fitness world that you'd hoped to live in still gave you what you needed for this new chapter you didn't see coming. So in fact, you were working your whole life toward it. You just didn't
yeah.
know it.
Yes, exactly. The fitness journey that I started, I thought that it was going to end. But then it actually came in handy.
Wow.
Not only when it became the fitness part of it and the athleticism, but also the discipline and
Wow.
the mentality it takes to persevere as a stunt performer in general.
Well, you're doing it. Congratulations on everything. What a story. Thank you, April.
Thank you so much.